Do you feel you've been speaking and speaking and speaking to only realize that your child has not even been listening? Did you truly want to actually speak so that there is an impact that you create, and most importantly, you get a response from your child? Hello and good morning. This is Sujaya. Welcome to this video from Beyond Parenting Academy, where I'm going to be covering these 2 points. First one, two important factors that most times go missing while you are communicating to your child. Second one, how can you actually set the environment right so that what you speak hits your child's mind and not just land on the child's ear and then boom, go away. So make sure you listen to the end of this video, stick to this video, make sure to listen till the end of the video, and do all the usual stuff like, share, and subscribe. And if you stay till the end, then you will have a better control. You will learn to have a better control of the situation, of the environment where you are speaking and to whoever it is that you are speaking to. The second thing is you will also ensure that you will get a response from your child. So let's dive in. So most times what happens is we are trying to speak something at any point of time. So maybe you have an idea of what your child should be doing and your child has a different idea what your child wants to do. And there is a conflict of ideas. At that point of time, your mind is filled with certain kind of thoughts and emotions where, oh my God, this is still pending. My child has to do that, do this. Okay, this is pending, that is pending. And then boom, you're just telling all of that out, right? I told you I had to do this. I told you whatever it is that is coming out from you. So you are making sure that the content that you had in your mind, yeah, you're making sure to put out the content wherever your child is. But is the environment set right so that the content is hitting your child's mind and not just going away in the air? So even before you attempt to start communicating to your child, so while you are communicating, there is a whole different stuff that you got to take care, which there is another video on that. So this video focuses on, even before you start to communicate to your child, how do you set the environment right? First thing, ground rule to whoever you speak to, be it a child, be it an adult, whoever it is, when the other person is not in a state of receiving your content, whatever you are speaking, don't you think it's futile to even speak and speak and speak to only realize that there was no recipient there, right? We are sending an email, but there is no recipient there. You're typing out pages and pages and pages of email, but there is no recipient there. So the other person, when the other person is not in a frequency of receiving, the other person is not giving you the attention, it's futile to use all the energy that you have, the wise energy that you have, to just put the content out. And yes, I know that you are kind of satisfied, kind of fulfilled, that yes, whatever I had in my mind, I just put it out. And you have that sense of satisfaction when you put that out. But did you ever realize that that is not truly the way you communicate? Right? It's just being in the air. The other person has not even received whatever you've said. The first factor that goes missing even before you start to communicate, which you got to set right, is attention. When you know that the other person is not giving you attention at that point of time, when even if you are bursting with emotions, even if you have lots of content inside your head that you just want to put out towards that person or against that person, please take some time with yourself. When the other person is not giving you the attention, conserve that energy, save that energy, create an environment where you actually grab that person's attention, and then you set the environment right to put the content out, right? So for a child, when the child is not even giving his or her attention, the child is busy playing games, the child is busy building blocks, the child is busy maybe watching videos, the child is busy maybe drawing or coloring or just playing around with friends, or maybe the child has come home but the child is still jumping and playing because the energy with which she was playing when she was outside is still making her like jump and play and very excited, right? At that point of time, the child state, the energy state of energy the child is carrying is different. So is the child even giving attention to what you are trying to say? So when the child is not even giving you the attention to whatever the content that you want to put out to the child, then please hold on, save your energy, put the content in your mind, and then create the environment grab the child's attention. Maybe you can just go closer, maybe you can just hold the child, maybe you can just look into the eyes of the child. And there are various other techniques which there is another video which explains to you the ways with which you can actually connect with your child, yeah, while communicating to your child, right? So that's a whole different stuff. So the first factor which you got to remember even before you attempt to speak to your child is attention. Now that you've got your attention, now that you've got the attention of your child, from your child to whatever you are speaking, or maybe from your spouse to whatever you are speaking, the second factor that again goes missing, a huge thing, is intention. Attention and intention. So what does intention do? So whatever you are speaking is important to you, right? You got to speak about the homework, you got to speak about how the child is shouting, you got to speak about how the child was maybe in a conflict with somebody, you got to speak to the child about the teacher, what the teacher told to you about the child, maybe. Yeah, you know what to speak to the child. You have 10 different things to speak to your child. Yes, but even before that, how you speak to the child matters. Yeah, the same, why don't you just come and have food, just come for dinner. Yeah, the same matter of please come to dinner can be told energetically in different ways. Maybe you are irritated, maybe you are tired, quite normal. Please accept yourself that you are a little irritated at that point of time. Yeah, maybe irritated, maybe frustrated, maybe angry, maybe tired, maybe overwhelming. So the way you call your child for dinner sometimes is different from another time when maybe you have guests, maybe you have all the time with you, the child is pleasant, you are pleasant, and at that point of time the way you call your child to dinner is different, right? Just accept the fact that yes, there is difference in the way I am speaking to my child at various times of the day. And why is it different? It is different because your energy state, your state of energy at that point of time is different. So when you yourself internally are tired, are irritated, are frustrated, are overwhelmed, how you speak is coming from that energy. And that is the reason the vocabulary you use is different, the body language is different, the emotions is different, the thoughts are different. So how do you set the energy right? So even before you actually start to speak to your child, how do you set your energy right? You can set your energy right with the help of your intention behind why you wish to speak that to your child. Have a clear intention of why am I even speaking this, why am I even telling this to my child, not even to your not just to your child, but even to any other adult. You see, sometimes there is a difference in opinions, difference in ideas, conflicting ideas. And when we are trying to speak to somebody, maybe your spouse, maybe another elderly person, maybe the parent, maybe the parent-in-law, yeah, the intention, again, the intention matters. You're trying to say the same stuff, but if you have an intention of speaking to that person to only prove that what I am saying is more better than what you are saying, my opinion is more better than what your opinion is. Yes, why doesn't he just accept that my perspective is better? If that was your intention, again, how you are saying differs. And the other person, if you are wanting, if you are forcing that the other person should be accepting your opinion, that is pretty much what you get from the other side. The other person also kinds of forces or expects, why isn't the other person or you not accepting my opinion, right? So for the other person to accept your opinion, you should be accepting the other person's opinion. The universe is 360-degree reflection of what you are inside. So coming back, so your intention of why am I even speaking to this person? Do I really want to prove myself, or do I just want to state this fact? Do I just want the other person to know that this has happened today? Or do I want the other person know that I was very patient, but still I got like 5 to 6 times what do you say, conflicts or fights from some other person A, person B, so which you are kind of sharing with maybe your spouse or your parent or your parent-in-law, whoever it is. So what I'm trying to say is, whatever you are speaking to your child or to your spouse, with what intention are you speaking matters. What is my intention, is your intention to only make the child do what you're saying, or is your intention to help the child realize what are the various options that the child has at that point of time to help the child to understand or realize the importance of the consequence of each action, and to help the child take a better decision in choosing the right action. What is your intention? Is your intention to just force the child to do what you ask him or her to do? Or is your intention to help the child think better and take a decision on his or her own? Depending on what your intention is internally, yes, the energy that you carry internally, um, I mean, the intention that you carry internally determines the energy that you are carrying internally. And the energy that you are carrying internally is just emitted from you. And from the energy that you emit, the how you are speaking to comes from the energy that you are emitting. And you know it when you are shouting and yelling and screaming, the child is just giving you deaf ears and walking away. Oh my god, I just want to stay away from all of this. I'll just go and do something on my own, or I just want to go out and play. Yes. So you know it what's happening. Maybe you could also see through these or such type of experiences when you were a child. Yes. So connect better even before you attempt to communicate. Connect before you communicate, connect while you communicate, connect all through the time that you are communicating with the other person. So going back, the two important factors that go missing most times. So from this moment, you got to understand, you got to realize, I should first grab the other person's attention and only then speak. Otherwise, please do not expel your energy, save your energy, and use it for other good stuff, right? Because it has just fallen on deaf ears. And the second point that you got to be conscious about is the intention that you are carrying inside of why do you even want to speak that? Why do you even want to tell that to your child or to your spouse? Yes. So comment below this video about how is it that you would like to implement whatever you have learned from this video, and I'll meet you in the next video. Take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.